Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be. Trust me.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. It is a very, very happy Thursday. So first, there's someone we're going to talk to, and we're going to have an open conversation. I want everyone to feel like they can say something, they can ask a question, so that way we get all the questions out in the open. We've got all the amazing mods here, and we're going to try to highlight the main questions if anybody's got them. So let's say some quick hellos, and then we'll explain a couple different things. Because I have some bloody fantastic news, some rip roaring and amazing. So let's go ahead and get up in there. Marine LaFomme, good to see you. We have Summer Savage is here to savage airlines people if need be, but let's not try to savage them on accident. Misfit 76, hello Liz, sending lots of loves and hugs. Crazy love is love. I wonder who we're going to talk to. Bet you she's thinking that very thing right now. MD Media, Matt, so good to see you. Doctor Who, Heather, hey all. Marina, hi Liz in chat. Never in Nana, hey, hey. Karen, good to see you. I don't want to mispronounce your last name. Verity, hi Liz in chat. Mandy Me, hello. Minion 52, good to see you. Cricket Cinema, hey there all, good day. We have Joy. And I think you don't want tickets to this gun show, because this gun show is full of love. Choo, 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 choo. That's the best I got, guys. That was the cheesiest as I could be from that. Power that lies to paralyze. Hi, Liz and everyone. Indigo Insight, Scientology Tea. Okay, I love you, Liz. We'll love you too. Homelander, good to see you. I like that show. And Katrine, hi from Sweden. 4:30 here. That is late. That is late. Pamela SP Butterfly, hey Liz and friends. Nancy, hello. City of Angels, hello. None your business. Hi, Liz Ferris and all of the chat. Marina, okay, Summer, I savaged someone on accident today in Leah's chat. Laugh out loud. Hey, you can't help it. Sometimes you got to fly savage air. Rush, 2006. Hey, Liz, hello, everyone. Did you rush in 2006? I'm just curious. Joy, the Witch Shear. Susan, hello. Psychic on the Rocks. Hi, everybody. Windy City Dayton Watch. Why is it that when I try to say it faster, I sound like I'm not understanding? Good evening, Liz and crew. Good evening. How are you? Gonna wanna die. Okay. I'm hoping that's dice. I'm definitely hoping that's dice. We have the amazing Pearl Snappy, Psychic on the Rocks. Hi. Had to point you out, Pearl, because, let's be real. Okay. I did that one. MX Mandy, meow. That was so healing, right? Isn't it gorgeous when you do stuff like that and it turns out to be just like the best day in the world? Okay, so now I think we got to as many people's names as possible. And if I missed your name, I do apologize. We do as we can, as best that we can. So basically what's going on I did another blood work. I'm having to do blood work once a week. And in the process of doing the blood work, I got updated on a little bit of a situation, and then I got my 5 vials of blood sucked out, and then I passed out. So that was a little on the frightening scale, because Liz went night. And no matter what anybody tells you, smelling salts, just so you know, burn. It burns. It feels like your sinuses are on fire. It feels like you're going to die. Well, at least my face felt like it was gonna. I was having the worst, medical reaction possible. And then I wake up and I have to stay there for a little bit. I'm being given orange juice. Everything is like, okay, but they're a little concerned, that there is some stuff going on. But at least I told my doctor what happened, because I immediately called, and they called me back. It was pretty amazing, for the first time ever. But it was literally one of those situations where all of a sudden it just went dark, just like lights out. Someone just, and I'm, the heart monitor thingy and the watch didn't go off. It didn't say nothing crazy, at least not that I'm aware of. I didn't even ask. But it leads us with at least another avenue that this could be medically. So it lines up symptoms. Let's make sure we get this. Roberta, good to see you. Beautiful. Thank you. Gonna want a day. Oh, gonna want a day. Okay, now I get it. Okay, that time I got it. Remember, sometimes I'm a little on the, don't understand side. Brooke Elliott, XOXO, looking great, Liz. Sending love and light. Thank you so very much. DOA's megaphone. Jen Nelson, hi, my friend. Yes. And there is the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is at 1/4. Now I know, just got here, gonna catch up. Nico, yeah, absolutely. Kyle, hi. Well, hello. But because it basically puts it in a situation where if there is something wrong with my blood, hopefully with all of the blood tests, it gives us another avenue. So that can at least, because I started to feel better until today. I started to feel amazing until today. Like I was like, okay, they're just saying this, but realistically it's okay. I'm starting to feel better. Jen Nelson, less than a month and I'll see you. That's right. Less than a month. I'm sorry you had a bit of a rough day, but I'm glad you're getting some answers. Yes. Pamela SP Butterfly, you're absolutely right. Because for me, it points us in the right direction. Because if there's I've because of how I grew up, I think in very black and white. And I know that's not the right way to think, because with help of my therapist and with Carrie, I'm able to see that it's not black or white. It's black, orange, yellow, green, gold, rainbow, every other infinitive thing that, is not just black or white, yes or no. And unfortunately, because of growing up in Scientology, that's how I pinpoint. It's how I naturally react. Two, we're going to go back to it, but I'm going to bring someone on in just a second. I'm going to make sure that they're ready for it. Because then we're going to have a conversation, open dialogue, and open questions. That way people can say what they want to say. Okay. And this is how we're going to learn. And this is how I'm going to continue, because that's what I need at this time. Okay, so talk to the lawyer. Everything that we went over is still in effect. All the different things that are lining up. We are basically a 10th of the way there. So if I can get some participation, that would be great. And if not, I'm okay with that, because no matter what, I'm not giving up. And that for me is a huge thing, because it can be rocky here. It can be very rocky. Jen Nelson, you didn't have to do that. You got this, my friend. Love you. Love you too. Thank you so very much. But you didn't have to do that. Donna, comment. Love you. Liz, you are my heart. You're in my heart, my thoughts, my prayers, and always I know I got your back. Well, thank you so very much, Donna. That feels good to know. It absolutely does. So without further ado, I will bring on to you the one, the only, the don't worry. They're very loud. Don't worry. They got pipes and they have a good time. Welcome to the stage.
What is up?
What is up?
What is up?
Right. So I love how you were in the chat and it was just you in the chat and nobody knew you were backstage. Now you were also backstage hearing medical news, and we had a really good medical conversation today.
Yep.
Well, before all that happened. It basically, I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. I wanted to have an open conversation because, again, I grew up in Scientology. I'm having medical issues. My brain goes directly to, bad news. Okay, it's worst case scenario, black or white. It's this or that. It's either we're going to live or we're going to die. My brain automatically does it, but it shouldn't do that.
Right.
And because it shouldn't do that. Hold on one second. Someone just. Okay. I forgot where I was going.
Your brain shouldn't do the black and white.
Yeah. Can you undo what you just did, Summer? Okay. Hold on one second.
Nope, you're good. I'm here all night. Hello, Psych on the
I'll have
Rock.
to fix it. I'll have to fix it later. I'll fix it later.
It's fixed.
Oh, okay. Okay. I cannot be in an argument with people. I cannot be in a, I'm trying not to get stressed out. I'm trying not to be involved in drama, because right now everything is going so well, like honestly, so bloody well. Lara's tour is going phenomenal. She's protesting. I mean, look, they even had a protester come and protest the protesters.
Yeah.
It
was amazing.
Yeah. If you have not seen Lara's stream or DOA's stream, go back and see it. Like, I know Mandy got it too. I was sitting there in total awe, like,
there were so many healing conversations and just art.
Right. And, it was, for me, it was, I
don't know if you can see the puppy, but I Foxy was the softest thing.
Right? Have you never had a husky before?
I have, but like I haven't felt like that soft of a dog in a while.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, because I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah, I can't wait to
Sure.
post these. I'll post them on my Instagram so everybody can see the nice protest we had today. And the cops were actually cool. Like they called us, they got called out and they were like, "You guys are good," and they just left.
Right? There was, wow, what an amazing
I'm surprised
thing.
because the Seattle Police Department really is not that great. So I was very pleasantly surprised, and that was the best reaction from them I could have hoped for. Because I think they saw like that was dumb.
Right? It was kind of like what they did in Sacramento. I was like, as soon as he was getting swatted again, because that's, let's be real. It's the billionth time. No, I'm exaggerating, everybody, but it felt like that because it just keeps happening. And then all of a sudden, it happens in Sacramento, and I'm like,
yeah,
shit.
It's like if
And I'm thinking they're going to put him on the ground. I was automatically thinking I'm going to get there and he's going to be on the ground. They were totally nice about it. Like, have a great day, blah, 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 blah. And, it was a little shocking. And so then the next SWAT happens and it's just like the San Francisco one. And I'm like,
yeah. And for the show that we're doing tomorrow night, I'm just going to tell the door person right away to like, this might happen so that nobody's surprised.
Good. I'm glad. That way it's not a shocker.
Yeah. So if anybody's in Tacoma, Washington, tomorrow night, my band has a show with Lara. And it's going to be cool. Yeah, hopefully we can live stream it. I got a brand new phone, so hopefully the sound is good and y'all can tune in.
I will honestly tell you, just live, don't do it from StreamYard. Don't.
Yeah, StreamYard seems like it fucks up the sound.
Yeah. It's a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful picture. But the sound was not on point.
All right, I'm going to draw myself down. Love you all.
Okay, love you too. Hold on. I think that's the quietest I've ever seen you. I just have to ask, are you high?
No, I'm allergic to weed.
Okay. I was just curious because I was like,
No.
maybe, just maybe. Because I've never seen you quiet that long, ever.
I know.
And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it because you were positive
all
the time.
Well, I was actually sitting here thinking because I just seen Psych. I mean, that's probably why I was quiet, because I was actually thinking about Psych's question. Psych says, question, what are some ways that you have learned to help you steer away from black and white thinking?
For me, I can answer that. So my therapist tells me live in the moment. And so when I start to go, okay, I remember this. Okay, the doctor said it could be this, this, or this, or this. Okay, great. Now that's in my head, black or white. It's either A or B or C or D, black or white. It's, go down the list. No. And so like when things get crossed off, it's like, whew, but there's still really bad things left on the list. I have to tell myself to be in the moment.
And I was
right this second.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, I mean, because I was just talking to Summer and Heather today, and I was telling them I lost 16 family members within 18 months. And
wow.
And it started with my mom and ended with my aunt. And I was just like, like how, like, I don't even remember how I got past that time, but then I remember, our CEO of where I work, and no, you won't find out anybody in the chat. Anyways, where I work, they said he said one day he come in, and he normally gives us, this, this is how the company's doing. This is how much money we have in the bank. We're debt free. Da, 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 da. And he come in and he looked real fucking rough that day. And I looked over at my boss and I said, is he okay? And she just shrugged her shoulders. So he comes up and he starts telling us about how, he felt like he needed to talk to us about something else, but besides just the company. And he started telling us a personal story. And the guy's not, he doesn't just blow out personal stuff, at a company-wide meeting. But he started telling us about how his daughter had tried to unalive herself and, this and that. And he'd been through the ringer. And finally, it was the first time in a long time that he's had to go to therapy. And he said he walked into this therapist's office and the therapist looked at him dead in the eyes. And the only thing the therapist said is this something you can control? He's like, yep, I'm controlling it. I took her keys away from her. I've locked up all the knives, da, da, da. And the therapist says, okay, you can leave until you come back and answer that. Think about that question. In 2 days, you can come back. And he went out of that office and he said he was madder than a pistol. He was so mad. He says, I could not believe it. I did not want to go back. And he says, but I pondered. That question just hit me right in my head. And he says, I couldn't get the question out of my head. So he said, I sat there. And then the day of, it popped into his head. He says, I cannot control what she does. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I cannot control what other people do. I can't control when I get 6 bills in the mail, but what I can control is, seeing which ones due first, if I can pay little towards them all, or if I pay the one that's due first all at once, or, whatever else. I can control when I go to the doctor and they say you need to do A, B, and C, I can control that I do A, B, and C, and I was like, so when I seen that question, I was like, that's how I have lived through those 18 months. And it's just kind of stuck to me for the rest of my life. Like, it's been, 4 years and I still stick by that, it's just, so I was actually thinking.
Okay. Okay. Well, now that you explained that, I was like, okay, good. She's not high. She was just having a really long thought. But it's cute.
To all the people in my head and they're all talking at once. So I was trying to figure out which conversation I was going to, go by.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe vasovagal cinescope, right? I really need to find my glasses because I love how certain words lead together. Because you were having blood drawn. Oh, okay. Okay. Low blood pressure. Okay. It could also be that. Yeah. Took me a second. Whoops.
Anxiety will do that too.
True. But I wasn't like, yeah, I got a little stressed out because like for the needle, but literally it was that, oh, it's going to hurt for a second. Oh, yeah, there it is. It was that kind of anxiety, not the, oh my God.
Yeah. No, the first time I ever passed out in my whole entire life was in the hospital 2 years ago, or just a year ago, when I had my hysterectomy. I said I felt like I was gonna throw up, and then all of a sudden I remember saying, "Oh no, I feel like I'm gonna pass out," and I can hear everybody scrambling, doctors running in, nurses running in. They've got blowing air on my face, and I can hear my wife, "Don't do this, Chanel! Don't do this!" And I just kind of opened my eyes and I seen a big black doctor there. And he goes, "I'm your anesthesiologist. Are you ready to go?" And I said, yep. And I was talking about his big feet and McDonald's. And then I don't remember anything else. No.
They
First
didn't
time.
even have you count?
I didn't even make it I didn't even make it there. I was still going down the hallway last time I remembered.
Absolutely. I would honestly be terrified if I was in your situation. Like, that would drive my anxiety. If I'd woke up in that situation, that terrifies me.
Well, I didn't even I couldn't even see what was going on. I just seen the big black doctor, and my wife said the whole room was full of nurses, but I don't remember seeing any of the nurses. I just seen him, and I could hear people, but I just wasn't fully conscious yet, I guess.
Yeah. I do want you to read this. So, Indigo's insight. Crazy. I'm so sorry to hear that. Grief fog is very real. It changes your body chemicals to have the level of loss, sending you warm hugs, lovely lady.
Thank you, Indigo. Thank you.
Okay. Indigo also has another one. You were saying black and white thinking, and that your brain goes worst case scenario because of Scientology. Because for us, it was either you're in trouble or you're not in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I grew up. In trouble, not in trouble.
Well, remember we were talking about the stove being hot? Wait, that was me and Lara. Me and Lara were talking, and she was like, we didn't get that. We didn't get, hey, if you touch the stove, it's going to burn you. You know, we just got the, you do not touch that stove. And if you do, you're in trouble. You know,
Yeah.
like that's the difference that it was, like, you know. And so that me and Laura were talking about that the other day on just like how different, you know, childhoods and stuff are.
Okay. All right. We have Parallel Jen. Hey. I got to say hi to everybody. I feel the need. Alicia, or is it Alicia? Love you too. Thank you so very much. Yadra, so good to see you. Hi, lovely. Liz and Crazy Love.
Hello.
Haggis Basher, late to the game. No, man. Whatever time you get here is the time you're meant to be here.
It's true.
That is a big thing that I've had to learn in therapy. You know, whatever time you get there is the time you're meant to be there. Now, am I one of those people that show up like 15 minutes early for a job? Yes. Because if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
Yep.
Yeah. There's certain things I did pick up from my abuela. Okay. certain things. Psychic on the Rocks Minion. I like your brains, y'all. Very insightful from both of you. Aw, thank you so much.
It's definitely interesting, like how different we grew up, but we can still like relate to each other, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like the fact that we can talk about like medical stuff.
Yeah.
Like I understand medical. I do. Not all of it, because good Lord, I'm not Dr. Perlman. Paging Dr. Perlman. I'm just saying, paging Dr. Perlman.
And I went to school all up until I finished my my physician assistant, my PA, except for the hours. And that's when my my husband had passed away, and I had to move out of my house that I was renting. I bought my new house, and it was just a crazy time. Like I can always go back and do the hours. I have 5 years to do it, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Here was a question. So, Minion 52, what a great thing to do. I was the baby of my family. My sister was the youngest until me. She was 18 years older than me. My mom was 43 when she had me. We were extremely close. Not really sure if I understand that. It's just making a statement. Did I read that wrong? I might have read that wrong. I apologize. No. Aw. See, that makes me not... Okay. You see the word Liz. Alicia, thank you so very much. You say my name right. Much love to you. Thank you so very much. My name is spelled Elizabeth. Okay? Elizabeth. I go by Liz. Everybody knows that. My legal name is Elizabeth. Why was it when I was sitting down waiting for the doctor today, the nurse comes out and she says, Elizabeth Ferris. I stand up and she goes, oh, no, sir. Okay. First of all, I know I color my hair. You know, I did my hair today. Okay. One, because I wanted to see if I was in need of a haircut. Because once I can't do anything with my hair, then I have to get a haircut. Or it touches my ears, whatever happens first. Okay, I'm weird. Are you reading something?
Yeah. Indigo said, I think she was talking about her grief. She lost her mom and sister and was commenting after Crazy talked about her loss.
Oh, okay, hold on.
That makes a lot more sense now.
I was the baby of the family. My sister was youngest and tell me she was 8 years old. Oh, wow. So I missed the first part of it. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for letting us know. That's wow.
So yeah, that's what I was reading. You're like, oh my God, Crazy's quiet again. She must be reading.
She's either frozen or she's deep in thought again. And I'm like, I'm really beginning to suspect that I'm going to need Rebel to come on the screen and tell me that you're not high.
No, definitely not high.
Okay. Because I'm just like, we can get out of the comments for a few minutes and then just have them pop up if they're questions.
No, I thank Indigo for, explaining that, because me nor you caught that. Okay, so we just all want to see Rebel. Dr.
Nice.
Paging Rebel is Crazy high. But yeah, because we were talking about medical earlier, about my heart condition and how it came about and the machine and stuff like that. So that's about the blood clots in my legs and stuff like that. So we had a good conversation earlier.
Yeah, and
no, she's not high. She's naturally
Rebel, I need you to blink twice if you are safe.
No, these blonde roots run deep, okay? Clear down to my toes. Clear down to my toes. Just all the way through.
Oh, goodness. It's turned into one of those conversations. See, I'm gonna need you to blink twice, Rebel. I need to know you're still with me. But
blink, help me. That's my wife for you. That's my wife.
See? But that was like the best answer ever. The best answer, because I totally would have done the same thing. Like,
and you told her to blink twice, and she blinked like I don't know how many times.
Like, help me.
Rebel is now baby cakes for those who didn't know. Oh my gosh, these guys kill me. This chat.
I love it. It's honestly friends having,
There is never a dull moment in my house. Okay. Never a dull moment in my house.
Nice. Hey, sometimes you got to have comedy. You got to have,
Yeah.
something to laugh about, because I will honestly tell you, when you sit there and have to face the scary on a regular basis, and then, it turns into one of those situations where you're like, man, I can't just have a conversation with someone. And, so I was like, screw it.
I don't
You're
think
gonna get
me and my wife can have a real conversation. Like, that's our problem. She'll be like, babe, I love you. And I'm like, okay, I guess I love you too. And she's like, what? And then we both start laughing.
Oh, I'd lose it. I'd be like, excuse me. I've got the question. Hold on, I'll pull a Pearl. Questions. I got questions. If Carrie ever responded like that,
Yeah,
I would pull out my inner Pearl and be like, I got questions.
we don't ever have a serious conversation around here. Never.
Oh no, Carrie and I have serious conversations all the time. Sometimes okay. I am on certain things, I'm up there. Certain other things, like, I get it. She wears the pants. It's fine. Whatever. But really don't get me mad, because I really don't want to be that person I was when I was really, really mad.
Right.
So please don't get me there. So I'm going to work on myself. Cat, wait. I have a cat that is trying to fight with the paper bag right now that is full of dog toys.
Who's winning?
Right now, I'm pretty sure the bag just won, because it's a stare off. If I can move the camera, yeah.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. That word does not get mentioned until I can finally say I am divorced.
I tell her all the time it's too expensive. She goes, how much is it? And I said $230, but I ain't spending that much on you, because I spent more than that on our wedding. So
Hold on, let me grab this real quick before I forget. EA. See. Oh, okay. Sorry. Love you and think of you when I drink my coffee. This was an amazing person, and so she got like this dinosaur nickname, and I forget what joke it happened, but it was like the funniest thing ever. And so the next day we were Pearl and I go to during Pearl Fest. We go to this place, and I see a dinosaur coffee cup, and she had to have it. Like, literally had to have it, because it was the funniest thing of that trip. Made me smile more than anything on this, on this earth, besides when Carrie said yes.
That's good. I'm glad Carrie's yes was first, though.
Yeah.
Indigo had a question.
Do you ever feel overwhelmed? I feel like when I'm process of being scanned, tested, other things pop up. I wish I could catch a break. Scanned. Okay. Do you ever feel overwhelmed? I feel overwhelmed all the time.
Yeah, I would say, Indigo, if you don't feel overwhelmed, then you're not doing something right. Like, life is overwhelming, period. Okay. But go back to the question that I was talking about earlier. Is it something that you can handle? Like, can you physically control not handle, control? Is it something that you can control? And I always tell my kids, that if you're not learning if you don't fail, and you're not failing if you're not learning. So, like, honestly, you just have to take one thing at a time and mark it off and then do the next. Like, you can't think of everything because that's what's going to make you stressed and overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, but
Yeah.
train the brain.
Okay, so the next question that just came up is, can you finish the story when the nurse called you sir?
Oh.
It was one of those moments where I'm caught off guard. I turn like you're like I must have been white as a ghost, because literally I felt like my jaw was on the ground. Primarily because this is what I've been wearing today, and some shorts. Okay. There's a big outline. Huh. Weird. You know, I can even see it through the shirt in the dark on camera. Okay. But then, you know, the 3 seconds that thought went through my head was like, really? Not today. Not today. And then she's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And I was like,
No, you weren't.
see, now I don't think so. And she's like, well, you ready to get your blood drawn? And I was like, yeah. Turns out she was a joker. A joker. Because then she's like, no, I just wanted to start it off with a joke. And I was like, oh, thank God. Oh my God. Oh, thank God. Because I literally thought, oh, great, I'm getting my blood drawn again. Like, air embolism, here I come, you know. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh God, like.
My wife gets up there all the time. And she is not flat chested. Okay. Mm-hmm. This bizzo has big old bitties. Okay. Like,
why are you giving away all the gay slang?
But I don't know how somebody can walk up to a table. Her tits are literally like on the edge of the table, and they say, "Here you go, sir."
Because sometimes people don't look directly at you. That's one thing that I've noticed, and that's what makes me realize that there's like 10 different sides of a story. You know, it's what the person perceives, what the person hears, what the person, you know, senses. Let's go through whatever.
Yeah.
But when people call me that, I'm either like, okay. Yep. Great. Now everybody's going to start using that. It's going to be on t-shirts. It's going to be on stickers. It's going to be like, watch. I should have trademarked it. Damn it.
I hate to break it to y'all, but Tig Old Bitties has been around a long time. Okay, my grandmother used to say that.
Yep.
I thought my grandma used to say that.
Yeah, they did. So don't think it's not something new. It's just not been put on any t-shirts yet. But we can do that. Heather, get on it.
I'm like, I've never seen a t-shirt that has
I should do a t-shirt that says
on it.
Rebel. Tiggle bitties.
Here was the one time. I don't mind getting misgendered. One, because I look how I look. I look, you know. Are there days where you're just like, oh, not today? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be days. That's called being human. And that's the difference of trying to learn the black and white is not a thing. before something is said that can't be unsaid. But hold on. Man, now I forgot about it. So she goes in there, tells another joke. Everything was good. I finally relaxed. She starts telling me, "Are you scared of needles?" And then from telling me, you're scared of needles, because I put it in my chart. Like, even though I'm covered in tattoos, I have piercings, the needles are different, people. The needles are different. Okay, one is for art, and I can justify that until I'm blue in the face. One is for cosmetics, because I got a lip ring because my first wife, said that lip rings are so unattractive. I could never be with someone that has a lip ring. Yes. See, I saw blinking. So in the process of all of that, get the blood drawn and everyth's fine, and then all of a sudden it's not fine. You're gonna have you guys remember this on the internet.
That's okay.
Swat me.
Someone's gonna think you're serious. No, don't challenge that.
Cops are cool here.
They know us.
Well, we don't have that here.
They're pretty cool. Well,
I'm saying that cops are cool, but I honestly, I've met a few that I'm like, wow, yo, dude.
Rough feelings today. Look at my baby boy. Has Liz seen my baby boy?
Oh.
No, he's over here.
Oh.
Was there someone in a crate? That was like Silence of the Lambs shit.
That's where she puts me.
I'm like, wow. Did we just learn something about crazy? Did anybody see that? Was it not me?
That's where she puts me. That's my baby.
And again, is there a child in the crate behind you?
Oh no, that's my dog. That's my dog's crate.
That's the little one.
That's because it looks like a person. Like from an angle, it looks like a kid.
Well,
and I was like,
Tavian, get out there and go to bed.
Okay, maybe I'm just seeing stuff. I should probably wear my glasses because it looked like a kid, and I was like, "Am I watching Silence of the Lambs right now? Like, is this? Why is it whenever you and I have a conversation, it turns into like the funniest moment ever?"
Thank you.
Now you see Pearl to Jonas.
Leave it alone.
I have no idea. Like, probably because I'm blonde and she's funny, so I don't know.
What'd you say?
I said we're funny.
No,
we're funny.
I'm funny.
We're funny.
Dude, I'm funny as Matt Rafe too, dude. That was improv. I could do that shit. No problem.
Oh, now her head's getting real fucking big.
Dude, it can't get no bigger than what it is, especially with this hairstyle going on.
This is our life.
No. You got to make sure that with this hairstyle that it maintains a certain look. That is one thing that I am very particular about. I have to go to a barber.
You fucked up on that look already.
Yeah, mine is I laid in bed all day look.
Oh, well, that's your bad. That's your bad. I do the nope. I gotta at least make it. Yeah, I'd be fired.
Yeah. I just
no ragamuffin.
No, you don't. It says, "Hurrah, let me see your beautiful face, baby."
Is that how
So
it goes?
now we know that you are excited about Lara coming. We talked about
Yes.
that. I don't know if there's any other questions.
We're going tagging tomorrow. I
You're
got
going tagging?
100. Yep, we're gonna go post these up. I got 100 of these. And
Oh, did you see what Streets is
I
doing
got
right now?
yeah, I got 100.
What is he doing right now?
These ones.
Hanging up flyers in ZDT's neighborhood.
He's
Warning
what?
He's in Tony, yeah. He's in his neighborhood hanging up flyers warning the neighbors about him.
Look at Liz's face. What the hell?
And then we've got 150 of these ones in Spanish. But the ones that are the most important is we've got 200 of these.
For Lara.
Nice.
And we have, hey, get.
You're just chewing on her
And
toy.
we have 200 of these. And we're gonna go post them up at we're gonna go to all of the shops downtown. We're gonna go to towns next to us so we can get people in from everywhere.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So she can have a crowded house. I mean, she's gonna have a crowded house anyways because they're announcing it. They're announcing it on the news. So, and then they're gonna have the news company there to talk to her when she gets here. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
See, I'm telling you, it's gonna be at Pearl Fest 2.0.
It's gonna be the Crazy Fest.
It's gonna be the Crazy Fest. Okay, so the Crazy Fest. Now you're gonna need merch.
Yep. I know.
It's gonna be like the Crazy Fest, and you got to reach out to Dr. Heather because if you get Lara Fest.
Crazy Fest. I like that one better.
Yeah, because I don't like saying Lara Crazy Fest.
Crazy Fest 2024.
There we go. Crazy Fest 2024.
We've got some preparations that we're already doing to make sure things are secure, and I'm not going to give any more away with that. I have the city council meeting on the 3rd, and then we have the protest on the 7th. She does her brunch on the 8th. And then we're gonna do some other stuff. And then on the 10th,
Me and Laura are going shopping. I don't know about you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's our other stuff, but I didn't want to say where.
Oh,
because there's crazy people, you know.
I mean, we'll say privately, but not on here.
Yeah. And then on the 10th, she has her big show, and then she's here for a few more days. We've got another couple pop-up things, but I have all of the upcoming stuff that we're going to announce on upcoming events on my page. So
good. And that means if you are not yet subscribed to Crazy Love is Love, I'm telling you, click the link.
Dude, the city council meeting is gonna be big because I wrote up my letter and even Pearl said, "Damn."
Nice.
So,
nice. You got Dr. Perlman saying nice. Like,
yeah. Pearl.
Hey, I don't even get I get a nice when I goof off and I do something crazy. Like,
you know, Pearl did tell me something.
She did give you
And
some
yes,
suggestions and help you.
there was a suggestion that she gave me, and
helped you.
there was a suggestion that she gave me, and I used it, of course. I mean,
Come here, baby.
it was logical,
Puppy.
and you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I think it'll be very good for other protesters. But she said, "Don't call yourself a protester. You're a demonstrator. You're demonstrating your First Amendment." See how
okay.
see how it's different?
Yeah,
Protest.
instead of protesting your First Amendment,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it does sound
You're
a lot better.
demonstrating. So
Yeah.
how it makes it sound like protest has got such a negative like feel and everything to it. So change it to demonstrating.
Okay. I get that. So that would mean more along the lines of being a demonstrator. Just
Yeah. So
instead
I'll
of protester, we're a demonstrator.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, professional demonstrator.
So I'll read you like the first part of my city council letter. It says, "I stand before you today as a concerned citizen and a devoted demonstrator against the Church of Scientology." And then it goes on. Do you see how that instead of saying I'm a protester of the Church of Scientology, no, I'm a devoted demonstrator against the Church of Scientology.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Pearl Snappy comes up with some good suggestions. I
Yeah.
really do.
She did come up with a good suggestion. So I took all of the protest words and put it as demonstrator or demonstrating. And it sounds amazing. So
I have to tell you a little secret.
okay.
I did not know what a coffin dodger was until Pearl.
I don't know what that is either.
I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard that slang term before.
What is it?
Okay. And
oh
yeah, but it's not like old. It's literally like, have you nearly died? Coffin dodger. So that's what, once she explained it, then I was like, okay, I get the joke now.
Yeah.
I thought people were bagging on the Dodgers.
Bagging on the Dodgers. Why would we?
Don't listen to her, Liz.
That's what I thought it was. I swear to God, I didn't know what it was.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. What the hell? Don't listen to me. I just asked you sometimes what it was. I thought they were saying something about the Dodgers.
I love you.
That's the honest to God's truth.
No, I believe you. You gotta breathe. I believe her, because think about it. For me, it was the same thing. I'd never heard that slang term before. So I was like, okay, are you like, I thought of it literally. When I first heard the word coffin dodger, I thought of it literally. Like, are people just throwing coffins at people and they're like having to dodge it like Donkey Kong? That's what I thought of when I first heard coffin dodger.
She was completely serious about that too.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said you were completely serious about that too.
Yes, I was. But there is something I do know. Scientology's a cult.
Yes. Hey, it took me a minute to get there. Okay. It took me 40 years to get there, and an amazing person to stand by my side and have my back through thick and thin and want me to tell my stories and want me to expose what I've been through so that way we can get my dad out of the cult.
Yep.
And if he chooses to never be my dad, that's fine. I've made so many friends and so many family members on here. That's completely his choice. But I don't want that taken from him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't needed a dad for years. Have I missed having one? Did I get jealous when people had one? Yeah. Do I secretly wish that my dad would be like so grateful that he'd be the dad that I always wanted? That's what keeps me out of that 50-50 option.
Yeah.
That's why I keep trying.
Never give up.
Because there's hope, and then there's being optimistically hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather be hopeful and think that I'm coming on here telling people about my life, telling people what's going on, telling people about the health scare. You know, you guys got to be, or some of you got to visit me in the hospital. And some of you have become dear friends and family, and people that want to close down Scientology, and people that want to let people know exactly what goes on inside those walls so that they can save just one friend or one family member.
Yep.
That's why we go in there. That's why we keep going. That's why we keep fighting. The witch shear, Liz, always keep fighting. I love that thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Totally blew me away. Okay, so I was not a YouTube fan until I was a YouTube fan, right? And then I'd never done a donation before. I didn't quite understand it, if that makes sense. Like, am I donating to YouTube or am I donating to the person? You know,
Yeah.
That 50-50 thing. And so then once I started doing YouTube, then it was like, oh no, this goes to this and that goes to that. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand. But why is it that $10 is my absolute favorite? Because it's goldenrod.
He's seen a cat.
Okay. I'm just curious, you know. Just curious. Ugh. Go Dodgers.
Rebel and her
You
dog.
shouldn't have done that, Rebel. Just go say it now. You gonna regret that in a minute. Just hold on. Just wait. Just wait for it. Bye-bye.
I'm not really sure what just happened. But no, love you. Effing at the concert. Do amazing. Break a leg, break a guitar, do what you need to do.
No, not a leg.
I thought that's a good saying, break a leg.
Well, sometimes. Unless you really want them to break their leg.
No, I don't really want them to. I thought you said that in the play world and the rock star world. Break a leg.
I'm just teasing you, Liz.
Oh, I was like, don't mess me up on slang because I barely know any.
Don't do this to her. She doesn't get it unless you literally spell it out. I'm getting frustrated.
But it's true. It is in
I
the
know.
theater world.
It is. Break a leg.
Okay.
is a real thing.
Okay.
Damn it.
I'm
Thank
fucking
you.
with her.
I'm
love you
outnumbered. I get it because my wife's upstairs yelling, "Don't listen to her."
Seriously, I love everybody here. This community rocks. We're doing amazing. You guys are doing amazing. We're all gonna do amazing together.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all. I'm also stoned.
We're
and I
gonna
need
work
to go to bed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I
just had
I'll
so
let
much
you-
fun today. I'm just like bubbling over with like happiness. I don't know.
Hey, you can't help it. When you demonstrate, you know,
We
all
did
that
an amazing
information,
demonstration
it's-
today.
Yes.
All right.
literally-
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Look, Liz, you already got it.
Right?
Yeah. See, you catch on very well.
Hey, Danny, how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
Danny!
I love how you say Danny at like 2 seconds later.
We both do that to Danny and Leah.
Nice. I love how, you know, when people recognize you, it's not, it's, I love how you and I talk, like you don't do the whole fangirl with me. Like we can have a conversation
Yeah.
just as normal people, just like we do on the phone.
Yep.
And you can help me process things and then help me understand things, but at the same time, also explaining what's going on with everything.
Right.
So it has been an hour. I want to go see Streets doing what he's doing. Or at least go rewind it and watch it again and again and again and again. Because I need to understand what Streets are doing.
And I'll be live in about 10 minutes.
And you'll be live in 10 minutes? I can do that. See? Everything gets worked out for perfectly. If you are not yet subscribed to Crazy Love is Love, you know she's going live in 10 minutes. So literally, head on over to Crazy Love is Love. Do you already have a live scheduled?
Yep.
All right, hold on. One of the mods. Let me see if I can.
It's in less than 10 minutes.
Let's see. Son of a bitch, I got bit by a goddamn cat. Son of a bitch.
Son of a beach.
Sorry. Okay. It's not showing scheduled.
Should be. Should be. There's
Am I missing?
Yeah, there's a lot of them scheduled, but it should be the one. What interesting.
Okay. Okay. I was like, what am I missing? Did I look down at Oh. Sweet.
Sweet. So yep, I'm gonna be live in now 5 minutes.
Okay. So head on over, clickety click click. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all the good things. She's going to fill you in on all the legal steps that she's got going on. And if you're just watching this later on, go and watch the live so that way you can see exactly what's, you know, next steps are and what big things are coming up. So please remember to subscribe to Crazy Love is Love. So thank you so very much. We'll go ahead and drop out now, and we'll end it the same way we always start it. Do you know how I end it?
Yeah.
With Lara. No, oh man.
So